So before I talk about the project in question that we are talking about, let's go back to ChatGPT and do something. Okay. And this is a question I've asked severally. Okay, and every time I ask, I get a slightly different answer, but the theme of the answer is the same. Okay. Now the question is basically what characteristics, okay, 1 minute, I want to see what's 1 minute, I'm coming, I'm going to do that question now. Okay. All right. So this is the question. What are the top 3 things that makes a good crypto project that will be sustainable and rewarding in the long term? Now, pay attention to the answer. This is not me. This is best standards of practice, okay? That you need to pay attention to. This is from ChatGPT, and ChatGPT is giving you a summary based on the best standards of practice that is accepted all across the world. Now, number 1 for picking a good crypto project is that it must have strong utility and real world use case. Meaning, if the project solves a problem, take note, if the project solves a problem and offers a clear benefit beyond hype, not hype, a clear benefit beyond hype, is more likely to survive market cycles. Meaning, whether it is bear market or bull market, it will be a good project. It will survive. It will do well. It will not fall during the bear market. All right. Whether it is bull market or bear market, it is going to be doing well. Okay. What are you looking for? They say look for a clear value proposition. What are they proposing? Is it faster payments? Is it cheaper transfers? Is it DeFi access? Is it asset tokenization? You need to, what is the clear value proposition? Number 2, adoption in real industries, finance, logistics, gaming, and supply chain. And then number 3, products people use regularly. Is it something that people are going to use regularly? For example, wallets. For example, exchanges. For example, NFT platforms. Now, take note of these things I'm saying, because when we now come to look at the project in question, I'll probably just take this and put it on a document, and then we'll access the project based on this. Okay, example, Ethereum was smart contracts, power, DFI, NFTs, and DOs. Chainlink was providing real-world data to smart contracts, and Polygon scales Ethereum for cheaper and faster transactions. That's Polygon scales Ethereum for cheaper and faster transactions. That's why it grew. Okay. Now, number 2 is sustainable tokenization and incentives. Why it matters? If the project economy is balanced, it can reward participants without collapsing from inflation or manipulation. Now, so take note. If the project is balanced, the project economy is balanced, it can reward participants without collapsing from inflation or manipulation. There will always be inflation, there will always be manipulation. They people always try to manipulate it by buying and dumping, which is what most people know how to do in terms of crypto, making money. They are trading, or they just wait. When the price is low, they buy. When the price is high, they sell. And by the way, you can do that. When I show you the token, you can do that, which is why by first of next month, we will be charging. I will be charging for our seminars and our events, because what we show you can basically go and buy the coin and hold it, because the coin is going to rise. It's not like this is not maybe, it is going to rise. So when it rises, you can basically sell it out and pull out your money. That's just the fact of the matter. Okay, so we are going to begin to charge, because for us to keep telling people about it and then they go and buy the coin and hold the coin, and when the coin goes high, they sell it, does not make any sense to me, because that way they are just doing it by themselves. All right, but I'll show you what we are promoting. We are not promoting things that just buy and dump. No, we are promoting something that will create wealth, okay, which Ultron is pushing. So what are you supposed to look for? Limited, deflationary supply models, staking on node rewards. This is what to look for. They are telling you this is what to look for. Look for staking on node rewards that don't dilute value too fast. Okay, that do not dilute value too fast. Look for real revenue models. What is revenue model? Fees, partnerships, products. Okay, look for protection against pump and dump. What are you looking for? Protection against what? pump and dump. Pump and dump is where you buy huge sums, and then when the coin goes up, you dump it. Okay, that's protection against pump and dump. Now, red flags: unlimited token supply, that's a red flag. 90% of token are held by insiders, that is also a red flag. If all the token is held by insiders, that is a red flag, which is why there must be a way to offer this thing to the public so that the public can hold. Because if all the token is held by insiders, it is a very big, okay, red flag. Now, over reliance on Ponzi like rewards. Ponzi like, take note, Ponzi like reward. All right. Then examples: BNB, Binance Coin, bond mechanism plus exchange usage. This was something they put in place, okay, so to ensure that the thing does not dilute too fast. Okay, and this is part of the protection against pump and dump bond mechanism. And by the way, Ultron did the bond mechanism on ULX, and it actually got a lot of people angry. Okay, so they did the bond mechanism. And then Cosmos ATM, delegated proof of stake with reasonable responsible emissions. Now, last one: competent team and transparent governance. Competent team: you go to Ultron site, you see all the numbers, the chains, the people that are holding, the amount of transactions, the money made, everything is there on their website. You can go look at it by yourself. Or if they even have this one called, I think it's called ULX scan, right? ULX scan, yeah, ulxscan.com, that has a lot of the data about this. Is what you call transparency. Transactions, blocks, epochs, staking, validators, assets, contracts, NFT metadata, gas tracking, burning. So, like I told you, Ultron did burning. Total bond 700 million. Okay, 99.6 days, blah blah blah. You can come and look at all of this. So Ultron is this. That's how you know a project that is serious. Your estimated rewards, this is if you stake. Okay, if you do the what do you call it, the staking hub, connect your Web3 wallets to the website. So, and I'm also trying to tell you, this is not some fly by night stuff. You can see the level of development that is being done here. This is some serious shit. Not, I just want to let you know, this is not another Nigerian scam where they are trying to take away your money. So because many of you will not go do this research by yourself, you will just have assumptions. Okay, and I want to do this. I'm doing this video to burn out your assumptions. Okay, so BNB, Binance Chain, Cosmos, Okay, so I was here, why it matters. So look for transparent governance. Okay, great ideas fail with weak execution. A long-term project needs a team that knows how to build, adapt, and communicate clearly. Okay, publicly known developers and founders, no anonymous. So this team, Ultron team, is not anonymous. Okay, transparent governance or DO structure. Okay, consistent updates and roadmap. You saw their roadmap. I showed you their roadmap. Smart partnership and strategic integrations. You saw that they are integrated. They have partnerships with Binance, have partnership with and there's this other Binance organization. They have partnerships with some of the biggest guys, and you can find all of this on their website. Okay, the examples: Ethereum, Vitalik, Buterin, and massive open source community. Okay, Avalanche, strong team with academic and engineering background. Arbitrum grew under community trust and clear technical roadmap. Okay, so bonus indicators: community strength, security record, no major hacks and contract flaws. Never happened on Ultron for the last 3+ years that I've known them. Developer activity, ongoing GitHub commits, protocol upgrades, regulatory awareness, proactive with compliance and legal security. That's another thing that Ultron is big on. Ultron is big on compliance with regulatory frameworks. Compliance, very big on compliance. Okay, they don't joke with compliance. All right, let me even see whether they have anything. Infrastructure. Let's look at the infrastructure. Oh my God, we are running above the number of hours that I set for it. Infrastructure, apply for grants and developer incentives. We believe low cost and easy crypto solutions for everyone. Okay, so talking about infrastructure, simplicity, tech, fun, and action. Okay, the core builders around the world, blah blah blah. Now let me look at partners. Okay, so we have partners here: list on an exchange, build on Ultron, explore investments. Okay, so you can come and look at it. Okay, that's under company. Okay, that's ecosystem, community. They have events. We talked about that. We looked at that. They have events, blockchains 2023 London blockchain conference. This is Ultron. So you see, there's a community. It's not like the AK 111 we're going to talk about shortly. Is growing like mad. It's people that are buying it. Okay, we are just introducing it to Nigeria. You are among the first people to hear about it in Nigeria. Like you listening to me now, among the first people to hear about it in Nigeria. All right, so it's new, like new. All right. Okay, so now that we have these three things, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select these things. Okay, then I'm going to introduce the project that we are talking about. Okay, yeah, the project we want to talk about, and we are going to look at it in the light of these things. All right, so what I will do now, I will create a oh no I will create a Google Doc. Okay, I'll create a Google Doc. I'm going to paste it, create a blank document, paste this thing in a blank document, and then I'm going to update it with information. All right, so the project we want to look at is Akasha. Okay, and you can always attend the seminar we are doing every evening to maybe get some more insight about the project. But I'm just going to bring out Akasha, and then we are going to look at Akasha, and then we are going to use Akasha to update these documents, based on what ChatGPT told us. So this is Akasha. Okay, wait a minute. I'm not supposed to use Adodo. So let me open this with preview. Excellent. All right, so this is it. Let me keep it like this. So this is Akasha. Okay, and by the way, like we say, it's a disclaimer, it's not a financial advice. That's why you need to DYOR, do your own research. Okay, now this is a presentation basically talk about how crypto is growing. A lot of people have not accepted it yet, so there's big opportunity, 1,000 different blockchains and different cryptocurrencies. But now there's a big problem. Remember what we talked about here? Let's come back here. If the project solves a real problem or offers clear benefit beyond hype, is more likely to do what? Survive market cycle. So number one, clear value proposition. So what is the value proposition for Akasha? I'm going to write it down here. So let's go back to the presentation. What was the value proposition for Akasha? So Akasha, the solution Akasha wants to provide is a solution that connects all the blockchains, because the biggest problem right now in the industry is there are 1,000 different blockchains and 25,000 cryptocurrencies, and that's mad. And the problem people have is, you hear about a project, to go and buy the project. Even when the project grows and there's money there to withdraw, you don't know how to withdraw it. One of my customers lost millions in his crypto, in this kind of stuff. He went and bought a particular asset, and it was in a particular wallet. Okay, even right now, the last time I saw him, he has like $14,000 in a particular wallet, and he can't take it out. Like we were struggling to take it out. We don't know where we can transfer it to, that we can now convert it to USDT. That's the biggest problem right now in the industry. People are holding different coins. They've received a lot of airdrops here, airdrop on Solana, airdrop on Ethereum, airdrop on all different platforms. Okay, and then now when these airdrops now finally turn into something that you can withdraw, you cannot just go and withdraw it by yourself. There's too much complication in withdrawing it, so it just makes everything crazy. So a solution that allows you to move assets from any blockchain to any other blockchain, meaning it does not matter whether it is Solana that you have the thing on and you want to move it to USDT. You don't need to know what blockchain USDT is on. Okay, all you need is a wallet address to migrate it to that new blockchain. So that is what Akasha is all about. Akasha is a solution that connects all connecting all blockchains, easier and faster and cheaper transactions. Okay, shielded is, so it's going to be cheaper transactions. Okay, because another problem is gas fee. I have some projects, some money in some wallets that I wanted to remove and change to another project. That time I wanted to buy the Trump coin when the Trump coin was low. My dear, the gas fee they told me that I have to pay does not make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. They are like, I needed to pay maybe point one or 0.01 BTC, which was like maybe 3,000, 4,000 worth of BTC. That's just mad. For something that is less than $1,000, you want me to pay over $4,000 or $5,000 to move it. No, and that's not like big Bitcoin's problem. It's because the value of Bitcoin has risen. That's why it has become insane. Okay, but Akasha is saying that they are going to provide what? Cheaper transactions. That's the goal of Akasha. Okay, the Akasha solution is cheaper transactions, shielded security, and then multi-chain connectivity, effortless, so that you don't need to be crying about how do I connect from this one this to this one. You can connect it. So Akasha is going to be charging gas fees. That's how they're going to make money. They're going to charge gas fees for moving your project, for moving your asset from one blockchain to another blockchain. Akasha will charge you gas fees, but a charger will make your life easy and make it easy for you to move. So the value proposition here is connecting all, okay, all blockchains. Okay, connecting all blockchains, okay, for easier, okay, migration of assets. That's what Akasha is all about. Adoption. Okay, what do you mean by supply chain in business? Basically, supply chain basically says, okay, you have a manufacturing company, and then you have distributors, and then you have retailers, and then you have consumers. Okay, that is a supply chain. Okay, why do consumers buy? Because the product is useful to them. That's why they buy from the distributor. Okay, why do they buy? That's why they buy from the retailer. Who does retailer buy from? The retailer buys from the distributor, and the distributor buys from the manufacturer. Okay, but last there is a end user who only buys based on his need. All right, good. So in this case right now, when you talk about adoption, why will people adopt it? Why will the end user adopt Akasha? I mean, I'm already telling you now that I have customers that have money. I was trying to move money to buy this thing. What do you call it? To buy Trump coin. I could not. I lost the opportunity. The thing now went up, and the thing and down came down again. I lost the opportunity to make a lot of money because the thing migrated like very fast. My customer also, he lost a lot of money because he had 14,000 US dollars sitting in different wallets. Like when we added this wallet, this wallet, this wallet, this wallet, this wallet, so much money. He has even lost millions of dollars on a project that became very successful, but he could not withdraw those funds. It's mad. People are losing money just because they cannot migrate their funds. Is it that the gas fee is too much, or you don't even know where to start from in migrating the asset from one blockchain to another blockchain, and it's a big problem. Okay, now the other, so this is it. So there's going to be adoption because it is real, and it is in the crypto space, okay, crypto finance, people trying to withdraw their assets, okay, or convert their assets. It's the real need. Okay, products people use regularly. Now this is a product people are going to be changing their money regularly. People are going to be migrating, moving their, I mean, if people could move their assets, okay, I want to send you money and I know that I can just convert that thing quickly to USDT and send it to you, I'll send it to you. But now people even have money that is locked that they don't even know how to move. Like, it's too technical for the average person. It's too technical for the average person. The guys that are very big on crypto, that know everything, know all the blockchain and platforms, and have the money to pay the ridiculous gas fees, they don't have problems. But the average person has a lot of problems with exchanges. This is the biggest problem. Exchange. Not even exchanges. It's rather, exchanging, assets from one blockchain to another blockchain. There's a big problem. So people are going to use this stuff. And again, with this, how are they going to make money? Like I said, gas fees. Okay, gas fees. How? Because you need to know how are they going to make money. It's clear. They've told you they are going to make money on Akasha is going to be used. They're going to make money on gas fees. Okay, now there are other layer zero solutions. Polkadot is a layer zero solution. It's now what market cap is now 10 billion. ICP is one, is now 5 billion. Layer zero is another one, is 1 billion. And Akasha, which is just starting. Okay, so and then all of these people, okay, we'll come to that. Let's go to the next step. Let's go back to the next step. So we have talked about this one. Okay, easy and fast migration of assets from one blockchain to another. Okay, this is what Akasha is all about. Okay, easy and faster migration from one blockchain to another. Okay, they also talked about cheaper transaction fees. Okay, cheaper transaction fees, that is cheaper gas fees, which I really need, and then connectivity between all blockchains. All right, which is very critical. Now let's go to the next one, sustainable tokenomics. Okay, he say if the project economy is balanced, it can reward participants without collapsing. So they expect a project to reward participants. It has to reward participants, else why will they stay? Okay, you need to understand, because the only way people are going to hold the asset for a long term is if you give them a reason to hold the asset for a long term. Otherwise, they are going to pump and dump. If everybody is pumping and dumping, there's no hope for the project. If everybody just wants to buy and sell, there's no hope for that. Any project that is all about buying, manipulate the market, let the price go up, and then when the price go up, you sell, that is not a long-term project. That project can never become anything serious. You see it go high, then it will come down. You see it go high, then it will come down. In other words, they are just manipulating it to make money. They press some buttons, they think somebody makes a post, and then the thing goes up, and then people now rush and sell. And then when they sell, the thing crashes, it comes down again, and then they manipulate it again with something else, it goes up, and then it now crashes. So that does not make any sense. No serious project that does well long time operates through manipulation. They use balanced rewards that avoid the system from collapsing. So you now say limited or deflationary supply models. Limited and deflationary supply models. So they try to make sure that it's not over available. Okay, it's not over available, so they have a cap. It's on once they exhaust that cap, okay, they have to begin to maybe they do something else. Okay, I probably will not have clear details on all that particular one. Okay, now the other way for the supply, for the, what do you call it, to have a balanced economy that rewards participants is to offer staking and node rewards. Now initially, these people, Ultron did staking. So they're staking hop, which I said my guy bought $18,000 worth of that. Okay, and one of our other guys has I have 50 million worth of it. That's crazy. All right, 50 million worth of it. That's madness. Okay, now, and I mean, if that thing hits, even if it's 0.5 cents, how much is that? Oh my god, that's mad. So staking and node rewards, okay, that don't dilute value too fast. So the reason for nodes and staking is so that the value does not dilute. What is staking? In staking, you have to hold. You cannot just, like, you don't buy and dump, because they will lock your funds. Like my guy had to lock his funds for 3 years. It's actually 5 years that they are not even lock. Yeah, it's 5 years that they are locking the funds, the original deposit. But he decided that, okay, I would if you put it on a mode where it is on, it can compound. So he put it on mode so that it will compound, and then in that on mode he cannot withdraw. So he did not touch anything there for 3 years. Then now he has put it on off mode where he can now begin to withdraw, and he's not withdrawing what he put, he's withdrawing the interest. Okay, the rewards that he has gotten from staking is what he's withdrawing. He's not withdrawing the capital. He can't withdraw the capital until after 5 years. What is that? That is a way to ensure that the project does not dilute value too fast, because if all people are doing is buying and dumping, you are diluting the value.